Hey, good afternoon. I just felt compelled this afternoon to do this live video. So this is for all the entrepreneurs and the startups. About 2.5 years ago, I came into business. I remember I wanted to give up 6 months into my entrepreneurial journey. I was even encouraged to update my CV, and well, I did so very reluctantly. And at the same time, I thought, what are the creative ways that I could promote my business? And so I came up with this genius idea. It felt genius at the time, so don't laugh at me. I came up with this idea that I'm going to create flyers. I'm going to go and stand at the side of the road and I'm going to give it out. And I know it's like shooting in the dark, right? But at that time, I felt that that was one of the most creative ways that I could have put my business out there. Because you see, early into the journey, what I did was I I was still on Groupon at the time, Groupon where you could get discounts for some stuff, and I found this Facebook. What was it? It was a Facebook course. It was like a mini course for entrepreneurs. So I found this course. I did this course online, and in hindsight, that course barely scratched the surface. But it got me going because I took action and I started advertising on Facebook. I would get likes from time to time. Very seldom would I ever get a comment. Okay. I even tried using my own personal profile to see if there's anybody out there that worked with me, that knows my capability, that could help me get through. I would cold call. I remember one day I even walked the length and the breadth of the street that my office is in. And crickets, nothing really, nothing took off. Well, it felt that way. And I know that there were some days I woke up feeling like, was I really cut out for business? Was I really meant to be here? And I'd gone through all of these fears that I wasn't good enough. I felt that I was a failure as an entrepreneur, that if I had this transactional skill that was really good and I was in corporate in a strategic level, why am I just not cutting it? And I know that feeling of just being empty, but nonetheless, I persevered and I'm truly, truly thankful for persevering. So that's why I think of you today and say the startup journey is not easy. This whole journey is simple, but it's not easy. What are you willing to commit to today to make your business better tomorrow? There were days I actually felt unsupported. However, with serious introspection, I needed to be honest with myself. In my adult years, look, I had nobody looking after me in my adult years. And the moment I found a job, which was straight after school, I was a cleaner, I was a cashier, I was all things that could make money at that time. I remember making little hair bands. I would cut a piece of cloth out of my skirt. I would sew it up. I would put elastic into it. And I would actually sell those at church because I always knew those that were rocking this Pentecostal bun so that they could put their scrunchies, as we called them at that time, their hair bands onto their hair. And it was really pretty. And I remember doing car wash. I would volunteer. I would do a number of things, man, just to get traction on who I was as an individual straight after school. And the one thing I now know is that with the introspection that I did, and when I felt like I was unsupported and all of those things that I told myself, I wasn't unsupported. I just didn't recognize help, even if it bit me in the behind. Almost swore there. Even if it bit me in the behind. But what I really am thankful for is the perseverance. So, entrepreneur, startup, or you even thinking of a side hustle, one of the things I need to encourage you today is keep pushing and keep persevering. I know as plugging in as a freelancer in terms of training and coaching, I wondered when is my business going to take off with maybe a cause that I would create on my own. And with all of those questions, I would ask myself, It was right in front of me. I didn't see it. It was right in front of me. But you know what, as an entrepreneur, we're so deep in our problems that we don't see the wood for the trees. We're so deep into what is wrong and what is not working for us that we're so blind to actually what is happening in front of us. And I'm really, really thankful that when it ignited in my mind, Jen, you are really good at teaching and coaching. You know property. You go out there and you look for deals and you sell them to investors. Why can you not find this gap and close this gap? You know, I'd gone through property education and the training and coaching. I was coached by an awesome person, or at least awesome individuals. I'd gone into a network, my husband and I, and in that network, we had found so many people that were like-minded. And so I decided to leverage off of what I knew. So when you are looking at where you are, I'd like to encourage you to leverage off what you know. Leverage off the things that you are really, really good at, especially if you're looking for low-hanging fruit, because it's in those low-hanging fruit that you're going to be so excited. I know daily I wake up and I'm so excited to help all the entrepreneurs that come into my space. I'm so excited when somebody says, you know, it's good to have people out there motivating me, telling me that I can do it, but it's also good to have an entrepreneur that is standing in front of me that says it's okay to make mistakes, that it's okay that in this journey of entrepreneurship or in this journey of property or in this journey of sales or whatever it is, that in this journey, that it is okay to make mistakes, just as long as I don't make it too much of a pity party and a monument and stay there. Can I learn from it and can I go? So, on that note, I'm just saying, you know, entrepreneur, look out for how you can market yourself. I decided to go out there and learn internet marketing. I went out there, learned how to put a course together. Why? So that I could be of value to people that I come in contact with. So are you of value to anybody that you are coming in contact with? Are you giving them value from who you are? Because nobody can do it like you, because you are authentic. I am authentic. I know my limitations, but I break through my limitations so that I can get out of my comfort zone. So I want to leave you with this one last thought, because I know I'm always full of questions. What have you done lately to get yourself out of the routine of, of the fear of not being supported or the fear of not having the resources that you need? What have you done lately to shift that and actually get into a creative mode on making things better for who you are and for where you are going to with your side hustle? So you enjoy the rest of the day, and just remember, keep on pushing. Keep focused on your goal and you will overcome. Take good care. Cheers for now.